welcome back to my channel. Here we are going to be working on this problem, which is number one question of West African Examination Council technical drawing exam. So we have this question, and as we are instructed here that figure 2 views of a block are given in figure 1. Then here we ask to draw full size the isometric view of the block, making X the lowest point. So these views are given in first angle projection. As you can see here, this is the front elevation and this is the end elevation. Now I want to put this part together and make it isometric view. Alright, so as we have that in the front elevation, the distance from here to here is 80 millimeters, and distance from this point to this center line is 40. The length of the square hole is 20 millimeters. Thickness from here to here is 15. The distance from this point to this point is 65 millimeters. Diameter of this big circle is 40. Then distance of this center line from this end is 20. Then coming to the end elevation, we have that the length from here to here is 60. The length from this point to the center here is 20. Then we also have that the distance from this point to this center line is 45. Diameter of this cylindrical part is 20. The length from here to here is 15. And then the thickness from here to here is 10. And the length from here to here will be 15 if we subtract 10 from 25. Okay. Now the lowest point on the end elevation is here. The lowest point on the front elevation is here. So we are going to make use of these given dimensions to make the isometric view of this object. So now let's go and see how it can be done. Now the first thing that we are going to do here is to draw a short horizontal center line to indicate the lowest point. So here we have the horizontal line here, and then on this line, so I'm going to make X here, then I will make this point the lowest point. Then we take our 30° set square, so setting it on the T-square and this direction. So we draw a line in this direction. And before we go on, there's something that I need to say. So what we are going to do first is to draw this L shape of the front of the end elevation. So this part here and this part here will be in form of L. So that's the first thing that we are going to do. So when it's come to construction of isometric view of an object, always take note of the part that will give you that will make the work easy for you. And for this work to be easy for me, I need to produce this part. So that's what I'm doing now. So so we have the thickness from here to here to be 15 millimeters, as is shown here in the front elevation. So we are first of all going to draw a vertical line. So from this point, we take a vertical line up from this point. Okay. Then we take a measurement of 60 millimeters that we see on that rectangle in the end elevation. So this is 60 millimeters here. Then we draw a vertical line at this point. So we come to this point here and we draw a vertical line from this point. So this is the vertical line. Okay, so having drawn that, so the next thing that we are going to do is that we take 65 millimeters as the height from here to here. From here to here is also 65. So take a measurement of 65 millimeters from this point up. Okay, so this is 65 millimeters here. And then we take 15 from this point up. So this is 15 millimeters. Then, so with the 30° set square, so we transfer this point. So we transfer it to this end. So it goes like this. And coming to this point up here. So we draw a line in this direction. On this line, I'm going to take a measurement of 10 millimeters from this point, so forward. So this is 10 millimeters. Then from this point here, I'm going to draw a vertical line to touch this line down here. Okay, so draw a vertical line down like this. Okay, so we have this. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so from this point we draw a line to this side. From this point we do the same thing. From this point, and from this point. So this is it. So set the set square at this point. Okay, so draw a line in this direction. Okay, coming to this point here, draw a line in this direction, and then coming to this point. Okay, coming to this point here, so we draw a line in this direction. Then I will come to this point up here, so I will do the same thing. So draw a line in this direction, and then coming to this point I will draw a line in this direction. Alright, so then the next thing that we are going to do is that the length of this side on the front elevation is 80 millimeters. So we have to come to this point here and take a measurement of 80 millimeters from the lowest point X here. So this gives me 80 millimeters. So what we have to do now is that we are going to draw a vertical line. So from this point, so draw a vertical line here from this point to touch this line, and then so here we transfer it. That is 45 degrees set square, so I have to use 30 degrees set square. So transfer this, let it touch this point, and then take it up like this from this point. So draw a vertical line. Okay, then from here, so we draw a line, so not a vertical line, so we draw a line at 45 degrees, okay, to touch this line. So we have completed that part. Alright, so that's the first thing that we need to do. So the next thing that we are going to do is to produce this cylindrical part. So this cylindrical part and this cylindrical part. As we have the diameter of this big cylindrical part, or this circle, which is for this part, is 40 millimeters. So on this face here, if you look at it, this part of the cylinder touches this line. So we have to draw it that to touch this line. So what we have to do in that case, as we have that from here to here is 20 millimeters. So we come to this end here. So from this point, we take 20 millimeters forward. So we take 20 millimeters forward. So I need to look for something to use. Okay. So I need to see that measurement clearly. So I will take a measurement of 20 millimeters forward. This is 20 millimeters. And then as we have that from the base here, from this base, so for us to get the center line here, we have to take a measurement of 45 millimeters. So from here to here is 15. If I subtract 15 from 45, or let's do it like this. So the total is what? Is 65. From here to here is 65. So let's get this line. To do that, subtract 45 from what? From 65. And that will give us what? That will give us 20. That will give us 20. So what I will just do is that I will take a measurement of 20 millimeters from this point down. So that is more faster. That is 20 millimeters. So with the 30 degrees set square, so this 30 set square is also 30 degrees set square. I'm going to draw a center line, so through this point, okay. Then I will also draw a vertical line as center line through this point, so from here, okay. So we have this. Alright, so having done that, the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to take a measurement of 20 millimeters because we want to draw isometric circle on this face for us to construct that cylinder. So we take 20 millimeters forward, so that's what we do. And then coming down here, from this point, take 20 millimeters down. Take 20 millimeters down, this is 20 millimeters. So with the same 30 degrees set square, so we are going to complete this as an isometric square. So this is it. So draw a line from here, then from this point here, so draw a vertical line through this point. Alright, so we have an isometric square here. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are connecting the longest corners together, which is this point and this point. So join them together with a straight line like this. So it goes like this. Alright, so we have this. Then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are joining this point and this point together. So join these 2 points together like this. So it goes like this. So we have this. Then the next thing that we are going to do is that we take our compass. So putting a pinpoint of the compass here at this point, putting it here at this point, I will extend it. So I will extend it to this point here, to this point here, like this, and checking it here. Okay, so I'm going to draw a curve. I may not need everything. Alright, the compass shifted, so that's the reason I paused the video. So I have to, because of this part, so I have to turn it gently. Okay, I have to turn it gently. I don't want it to shift, so it goes like this. Okay, so I've been able to draw it. So I may not need the whole of this arc. So I may not need the whole of this arc. So I will clean it if any part that I don't need. So I will clean it. Okay. Alright, so then having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is that we put the midpoint of the compass here. So at this point, and we extend to this point here. Okay, so then we are going to draw an arc from here. So it goes like this. Okay, so it goes like this. Then, so we are to draw it to touch this line. So what I need to do now is that I need to join this point together. Sorry, so we join this point together with this point. So it goes like this. So we are making use of this center here. So we put the midpoint here at this point, and we draw the line, we draw the arc from here. So we draw an arc from here, so touching this line. So it will stop at this point on this line here. So it stops here. Alright, so we have that. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we take the 30-degree set square from this center here. Okay, so we draw a line from the center. So draw a line forward. Just take the line forward like this. On this line, I will take a measurement of 15 because the length of that big cylindrical part is 15 millimeters. So we take a measurement of 15 millimeters here, and then so through this point, so I'm going to draw a vertical center line like this, and then through the point, I will also draw a line at an angle 30 degree through the center point, so it goes like this. Alright, so then what we have to do now is that, so we take 20 millimeters from this point, so we take it to the left side, then 20 millimeters to the right side. So then from the point, we take 20 millimeters down. So this is 20 millimeters down. Then we take 20 millimeters up. Then we create an isometric square also on this face. So just take your set square. So draw a line. So through this point. So draw a line through this point. And coming up here. So we draw a line through this point. And then here. So we draw a vertical line through this point, and then we also draw a vertical line through this point. Alright, so now, so we have created the square. So we join the longest diagonals together, or longest corners together. So we draw the longest diagonal. Okay, so we have this, and then so we are going to join these 2 points together. So we join this point together with this point. So the lines are so many that we need to make use of them. So we also join this point together here. Alright, so we have this. So then with the set square, or with the compass being set at this point, okay, being set at this point and extending it to this point here. So I'm going to draw an arc. So I will draw an arc. Okay. So we draw an arc here. So it goes from here. So from this point. So we take from here. So going like this. Okay. So we have this. Alright. So then putting it at this point. So we draw an arc. Okay, from here. So from here, okay, so I have to take it easy, so it goes like this. Okay, then I'm going to set it at this point here, at this point. Okay, so extending to this point here. Okay, then I will draw an arc to touch this, so it goes like this. Alright, so we have this. So for now, I'm going to just leave it for now. So I want to produce the other cylindrical part, which is this one here of length 15 again. So what we are going to do, first of all, we construct an isometric square on this face using this point as the center. So the diameter of that cylinder is 20. So we come to this center here, we take 10 millimeters down, 10 millimeters up here. Then on this line, so we take 10 millimeters to this side and take 10 millimeters to this side, and we draw an isometric square through this point. So it goes like this. Okay, then we draw this and we draw this. Alright, so here we still have this line serving as the line for the longest corner. Okay, then from this point, so you have to know how to draw isometric circle very well, so for you to be able to work this out. I see that it's taking time because we have two cylindrical parts. Alright, so then with the pinpoint on my compass here at this point, okay, the radius is small, but I want to manage to draw it. So all I have to do is to draw half. So I will be drawing half of the isometric circle. So I will draw from here to here, just for the arc to touch this line from here to here. So you just draw half of it. Then putting the pinpoint of the compass here, extending it to this point here, extend to this point. So I will draw an arc to touch this point here. So this is it. So it touches this point. Then I put it at the center here, at this center. Okay, then just draw half of it to touch the line. So I'll just draw like this, so it touches this line. So I'm going to stop it here on this line. Alright, so then for the other part of the cylindrical part, so this work will take time. So what we have to do now is that we draw a line through the center line. So we have already done that. So this is the line already. So it's already here, the one that we use for the big cylindrical part. And for the big cylindrical part, let's complete this. So all we have to do, just let me join this together. We join this point together on the two lines. So join this point together, and again, so this point here, we are going to join this together. Join these 2 points together. So we have completed the big cylindrical part. Okay, so now, so we are working on the small cylindrical part. So from the center now, take 15 millimeters forward. From the center, take 15 millimeters forward. So this is 15 millimeters. So at this point, we are going to draw a vertical line. So it goes like this. Okay, then we draw a line with 30 degrees set square through this point. So it goes like this. Alright, so then on this line, so I will take 10 millimeters to the left side. 10 millimeters to the left side is it, and 10 millimeters to the right side. Then on the vertical line, I will take 10 millimeters up and 10 millimeters down. Alright, then having done this, I will create an isometric square here. So with the 30 degrees set square, I will draw this line. The lines are many, okay, so that's why you need to practice how to make isometric square, isometric circle and isometric cylinder. You must practice it very well for you to be able to solve a problem like this. So, and then So also at this point, I will draw this line. So we have the isometric square here. So all I have to do is to draw the longer diagonal. Then I'm going to join these 2 points together. So I join these 2 points together like this, and then I will join these 2 points, join them together. So the lines are many, so you may not be able to see them, but I can see them because this is what I've done so many times. Okay, so I can see them. Alright, so then I'm going to draw an arc from here. So draw an arc from here like this. Okay, so it's maybe okay, I've been able to draw this arc, so thank God. Then I will put the pinpoint here at this point, so extend it to this point. Then I will draw an arc, so you can see it like this. Okay, so then putting at this point here, so I'm bringing it to this point. So I will draw this arc to touch this one like this. Okay, so then putting the pinpoint here, I will extend it here. Okay, so you may not see this one. Okay, so because my hand has covered it, so this is it. So we have drawn it. So all we have to do now is to join these 2 points together like this. Okay, then we join these 2 points together, so we form the 2 cylindrical part. You can see it. Okay, so then for this part here, so this has to come down a bit, so it has to come down a bit. So I'll just come to this point, then so that I can bring it down like this. So this curve has to come down a bit, so like this. So this is it. So we have completed it. Those are the 2 cylindrical parts. Alright, so now, so the next thing that we are going to do is to draw the isometric square hole that we have here. So look at what we have here. So for us to get this center here, we have to take a measurement of 40 millimeters. That means from here we take 40 millimeters inward. Then on the end elevation we take 20 millimeters from here to here. So very, very important. So let's take 40 millimeters first from this end. So take 40 millimeters. This is 40 millimeters. From this end we take 20 millimeters. So this is 20 millimeters here. So now, so with the 30 degrees set square, so you draw the center line from this point. Okay, so it goes like this. And then, so from this point here, so draw the center line from here. Alright, so okay, so we have this. So then the length of the square is 20 millimeters. So that means we come to this center. So we take 10 millimeters to this side from the center, 10 millimeters to this side, 10 millimeters to this side, and coming to this point here. So we take 10 millimeters from here to this side and 10 millimeters to this side here. Alright, so we form a square on this face. So this is it. So form a square on this face. So this like this. So draw this line to this point. Then here, so draw this line through this point, and then we draw this line through this point here. Alright, so to show that this is an isometric square, so you come to this point here. Okay, so come to this point. Sorry, isometric hole, isometric square hole. So we draw this line down here like this. Alright, so this shows that this is a hole. Then, so we are going to make this line a thick line. Okay, so make this line a thick line. Okay, let me leave this for now. So I will do that while I pause the video, but there's an isometric square hole here. Now, very important part for the last thing that we are going to do here. So we have this line. Okay, so that means we have to form a line from here. So from here to here, and also we also have the same thing on this part. So let's see how that goes. So what we have to do is that we are going to connect, so this point, so connect this point together with this point. like this. Alright, so we have this. So that means on this side here, so on this side here, we are going to have what? We are going to, so looking at what I have here, so I have to terminate this one. I have to terminate it here. Okay, so we have to, so I'm looking at what we have here. So it's good. Is it going to be okay? Alright, so I need to draw this line. So I need to bring this together like this. So if I'm taking it from there, so this curve is already here. So this curve is already here. I think we need to produce this curve on this side too, as I'm looking at it. So let's look at how we are going to produce the curve. So from this point here, so draw a line to this side, and from this point here also draw a line to this side here. So we have this, okay, and then so we have those points. So what I will now do is that from here to here is 10 already, so that one is there. So I will now come to this point and take a measurement of 10 millimeters. This is 10 millimeters. Coming to this point here on this line, so we take 10 millimeters. This is 10 millimeters. So with my French curve, I'm going to bring out that curve. So that curve will go like this. Okay, so the curve will go like this. Okay, so it goes like this. This is it. So what I have to do now, so having produced the curve, I'll just draw this line from this point, join these 2 points together like this. Alright, so this one we make it a thick line, and then we make this also a thick line, and this line will be made a thick line straight like this. Okay, so this line will also be made a thick line like this. So I'll pause the video and bring out the shape of the object. Alright, this is the figures as simple as I've done it here. All you have to do is to practice more on the construction of isometric view. Okay, then do not forget, very important, learn how to construct isometric circle, isometric cylinder, and by doing that you'll be able to solve a problem like this. May God bless you. Thank you.